So, that didn't exactly go how I wanted it to go, or even how I imagined it would go. Obviously, I thought this could be a week to where we just got back to the basics. Like I said before, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen in the playoffs. Run the ball, play solid run defense, let the chips fall where they may. You know who heard that? It seems as though the New York Giants heard that. Because once again, it feels like the other team was doing exactly what I thought Philadelphia should be doing. Now listen, I'm going to acknowledge that we were down our three best offensive weapons, right? Of course, you have Thin Diesel Devontae Smith, you have Philly Flyer DeAndre Swift, and then you get A.J. Brown gets hurt in the game as well with the knee injury there. So, listen, that's a tough pill to swallow. But I won't make excuses. I'm not going to ever make excuses in life, period. The rest of them dudes that are on the team are also professional football players. They all made the NFL. That's the New York Giants over there, right? Much respect to the New York Giants. They have some really good players on their team, right? They have a couple of guys who I actually want to see be on Philly next season, one being my man Xavier McKinney. My man X, if you know the history of this channel, you know that's my guy from way back in the day, right? Going back to the state of Georgia days there. And yeah, he is everything that I said he would be way back then, right? One of the first videos I ever did on this channel was on Xavier McKinney. He's going to be a free agent. He somehow does not have an extension. He plays football the way I want to see defensive backs play in Philadelphia. He is the combination defensive back that we lack back there to really get the job done. Now, where are the answers heading into this Tampa game, right? So now you have your opponent going on the road to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not saying that they're a daunting task by any stretch of the imagination, but the way we are playing right now, everything is a daunting task. You were getting smoked by the New York Giants. Let that sink in. They came to play. We came to party. Your girl was looking at me. Listen, I laugh to keep from crying because this shit is crazy. Where are the answers? Where's Coach Sirianni? What is he good at? Someone tell me what the fuck Coach Sirianni is good at. He's a motivational speaker. I don't feel motivated when I hear him speak like I do other coaches out there. He seems to be a rah-rah guy who wants to jump up and chest bump. Right? He got some tight gear though. I can't front you. I mean, some of his clothes he be wearing out there and shit. I be checking. I be like, oh snaps! I might have to roll up the rally house and see if they got the Nick Sirianni collection. Right? He's got dope gear. He's good at that. His Philadelphia Eagles gear is hard. It's extremely hard. That's what he's good at because he can't show me that he's some type of offensive genius. How did he get an offensive coordinator role? Right, when he's playing under guys who call plays themselves. So how do you know if he's any good? Then you hire a cat like Shane Steichen. It's obviously he's good, right? He went away from you and he's still good. There was the brains of the operation there, right? Obviously he's not some type of defensive guy. All right, everybody killed Jonathan Gannon. Not looking that bad right now, right? Sean Desai, right? You just ruined his career. Why you ruin his career? You put in Matt Patricia. The fuck out of here. Anybody that was coming to my channel talking about, oh, Matt Patricia and this and that. Listen, there was a couple of people on that. I wish I could find you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I will find you. Because there's no way you saw Matt Patricia with the Detroit Lions and you was like, oh, that's a guy right there. I think that's actually pretty good. Going back to what he did in New England makes zero sense. New England was a defensive outfit since the early 2000s before his ass was probably even out of high school. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You got this man looking terrible, man. He looks worse than Sean Desai. I don't know what is going on out there, right? You got this mix of combination. Let's check out a couple of things. They ran a graphic that I think perfectly illustrates exactly why I hate this damn defense. This Fangio, whatever you want to call it right now, mosh pit of bullshit. You got zone, right? They're zoning this shit across the board. So there's roll coverage. You're gonna have someone closed off, right? So it's middle field closed. It looks like it's a 3 deep coverage. But where are the answers underneath? Because to me, look at this. If you're working a vertical zone here, you can see it on both sides. You got Eli Ricks there, Keely Ringo there. They're really supposed to be guarding grass, right? They're supposed to be guarding the area of the field, but you can see them concerned with an inside receiver right here because he's getting vert and he's looking at the receiver. Same deal right here. Instead of looking back at the quarterback, right? If this is zone, you're supposed to have eyes on the quarterback because you're guarding an area of the field. So, right, if you commit to something like that, you can see the levels right here. Look, corner route. You get this particular guy right here, more of a shallow corner route here, right? Probably more of an out route. This depends on how he runs that out right there. Then you get a route that's more in the flat. So you're attacking this zone right here. Now you can see it bluffed out right there between Reed, Blankenship. Look at this right here. Bang. So you get the shallow right here. I want to say that's going to be either Maddox or Brad Roby there. You got Blankenship, who was rolled down into the middle of the field, right? Almost like in a robber position there. So, and then you have Eli Ricks, who has that deep responsibility. He's not looking at the quarterback. He's looking at this right here, right? He's looking at this guy who could be coming into his zone, no doubt about that. You never know with this guy, because suppose he goes this way. Is he going to chase him that far up the field? Then there's no answers back here. But if he's out further, keeping his eyes on the quarterback, shuffle back to the sideline type shit, keeping an eye on the quarterback and keeping an eye on the receiver who could be in his zone, maybe this does not happen because this is pretty much stealing. Guy comes into his zone, right? That shallow, it goes exactly into his zone. He has to peer back off of that. What are you going to do with that? That's poor planning right there. Absolutely poor planning. This thing too right here, this illustrates exactly why we're struggling as well. Tackling. 2 guys right here. You got a Wan'Dale Robinson on the hook. 2 guys on Bradbury, Zach Cunningham. Bang. Bowling pin situation. Splatter whack and fertilize themselves right there. And then he's off to the races. Then you get the same deal right here. He's exhausting everything, right? They're running that zone. He's exhausted everything. He being Tyrod Taylor. Where's the answers right here? It's just too convoluted. People don't know if they're in zone. They don't know if they're in man. You got somebody leaked out right here. Darius Slayton. Nobody on him. Nobody on him. And you're going into the playoffs and this shit is still happening in the last game of the season? Bruh, this is a nightmare situation. I thought over the last 4 or 5 games that, right, we could hit a little bit of a bump, right? Even if it's a big mountain or whatever like that, you'll slowly start to claw away. Only one way to eat a horse or whatever like that. One bite at a time, man. Show some type of progress. This was the worst one, if you ask me. Now, didn't have your top weapons, no doubt about that. But still, it goes beyond even the score. It's like, what was the game plan? They started off running the ball. They were creasing them with Kenneth Gainwell. He was looking damn good. And then it was like, all right, well, that's it for the run game. Let's just start passing the ball. And it's not like the Giants are some type of offensive conglomerate. They had a good offensive game. Now, I think they're actually they're above average when Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback. I'm just a Tyrod Taylor fan, you know what I'm saying? You guys should know that from back in the day. I think he's a good quarterback there. He can make some shit happen. That's another one. That's the guy right there. I would rather see him be the backup quarterback to Jalen Hurts. It could be very similar style there. If the Giants don't re-sign him, I think he would be a better option than even Marcus Mariota there. But I digress from that. What's the game plan? I saw some stuff that I liked at the beginning of the game. I saw Marlon Tuipulotu. I know you guys saw that, right? For all you dumbasses that was in the last one when I was pointing out Jordan Davis's lack of effort, you still had people up here trying to go to bat for somebody off of a lack of effort. You even had dumbasses don't even understand the difference between somebody not being good and somebody not giving the proper effort. It's 2 totally different things. Yeah, your man sucks, but he's trying his best. Or you got your man right here who's not even really trying. two totally different things, man. Shouldn't have to explain something like that. But you see Marlon Tuipulotu get out there, and he's making shit happen. I think he got a sack, right? It was his sack. I think it ended up being maybe split off with Mauro Ojomo, the other guy I wanted to see play out there. You can see that those guys were out there trying to wreck shop, hustling around and shit like that. I want to see more of that. Listen. I ride or die. That's just it. I don't do this bandwagon bullshit that some of these people telling me to, why am I talking about the Eagles? And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm going to stop because they're not playing good? Like, what are you talking about? Shit don't work that way, bro. Right? 2004, 5, whatever. Like, even before then in the fucking late 90s and the early 2000s, the shit wasn't going with. It don't matter to me, bro. This is my squad. I'm going squad up regardless. Right? Until it's over, it's not over. You go into Tampa Bay, you just never know what can happen. Tampa Bay playing better ball than us. There's no doubt about that there. But, man, you get your fastballs back, hopefully, right? I don't know what the injury situation is like with A.J. Brown. At first, I'll be honest with you, I thought he was kind of bluffing because he gave up another fumble. I remember that happened before when he gave up a fumble, and it looked like he pretended like he was hurt, right? So we forget about the fumble. Definitely forgot about the fumble this time because it looked like he was really hurt this time. So, but yeah, get your horses back there, man. You just never know, man. You just never know. That's the only way I can be in life, right? Until it's over, it ain't over to me, man. So there's nothing to glean from this game from Philly side. We can move on past this, right? I just really want to hear for the people, man. What do you guys think is going on? I know everybody out there, right? I won't say everybody, man. Some of the people out there like me, they're going to ride or die. It ain't over till it's over. But a lot of people have packed it in, telling me to go do other things and shit like that, dumb shit like that. So, you know what I mean, it is. But I want to hear from the people, man, regardless what's going on here. But I like this play right here. Obviously, we're working with those pin and pull schemes. You get Cam on the pin there, you get a C lead, right? So you get that center leading up here, your man Jason Kelsey doing his thing here, and Gainwell does a great job of navigating this, man. Gainwell's been doing very well lately, and you can see with his pass protection while he's in there. Oh, great cut, right? You can see that's in concert. You get your man Kelsey sliding there right there, bang, on that pull, and you cut off that inside hip, and he's able to keep it occupied too. Kelsey's so damn good, man. Keep it occupied. You can see him not get vert up the field right here. And then Gainwell does a good job of making him miss as well. Look at that. Bang. Breaks a tackle, continuing to get vert here. What did he fall over? Oh, I see. He clipped over Quez Watkins there. Quez had a nice touchdown catch. I have to give him credit for that, right? But he's still Quez Watkins. He still has some of those Quez Watkins moments and everything like that as well. But listen, I don't have the answer, Sway. Sometimes you ain't got the answer, Sway. So I don't have the answers right here. We'll see how it plays out, right? It's a new day. That's all I always figure, man. It's a new day. Anytime you can get an opportunity, man. So blessed with the opportunity to make the playoffs. There's some teams out there that didn't make the playoffs. You know what I mean? That their fans probably thought they would make the playoffs there. So every chance is an opportunity to be great. So you just never know. I tell you what, you go into that wild card. That's always the teams there, man. Win one of those wild card games, you just never know. You just never know, man. So we shall see. But I know how it is out here, right, in the Northeast, in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, out in Jersey, north, south, any place in Jersey, right? You're going to have cynics. You're going to have people that are 0 to 60, right, with zero breaks. They going off the cliff. They're going off the edge. They're going off the cliff. Whatever you want to say from that standpoint there, they're not going to be a believer. So we shall see. All right, but it's your boy Jersey Murf, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm at a loss for words, so you know that's crazy. All right, everybody out there, man, keep it a buck though, man. Let's get it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.